Jeremy said, "Get out of this room."
Jeremy, it's happening.
It kind of feels like we already did Wishmaster the way it just feels right.
Yeah, it does.
We just did a 3-second Wishmaster review.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to our Wishmaster episode.
Yeah. Welcome to an episode that we're not doing. Hi, we're Rabbit Troop Sucks. Welcome back.
We're back.
We're a podcast about obscure, forgotten about, and often overlooked films. And although you didn't miss a beat,
Because we're very professional.
yes, seamless.
Yeah.
We were actually a little on a couple micro breaks. Mike here was in Maine, and I was in Chicago, so we missed a couple weeks. But we did some things during the weeks where we missed the weekends because we normally record on the weekends. And we are a podcast doing those things. And as always, I'm Paul, and next to me is Mike.
Hi.
And there is Lamar.
Hello.
There is Jeremy, who's sick as hell.
Yeah, greetings.
Oh, man.
He's dying.
Greetings.
He's got a little blanket around him.
It sounds terrible, guys.
And we have
It is.
Collin.
No, I feel okay.
Collin, should we
You look great.
should we wrap him up in a little virtual blanket or anything?
We can wrap
Because
up.
they're a
Collin,
filter.
how long are you going to grow the beard? Like, when is it going to stop?
You've been talking about his beard through a lot of episodes. Is this just jealousy of you can't grow
It
the
is
beard?
kind of. But I don't know. Every time mine gets long, it starts to itch like mad. And
Yeah,
I
you
shave
just
it
got to
off.
fight through it. There's
I don't
there's
like
an itchy phase.
Yeah.
You
get
just
some-
got you can oil it up. It
phase.
helps.
You get some oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot run away,
Yeah.
which is our film from 1984 with Tom Selleck today, Runaway. Hi. Yeah. Hey, before we get into all things Runaway, Mike, how was that trip to Maine?
It was good. Saw a friend of the podcast and guest host Chris.
Hi, Chris.
I feel like you need a beard when you go to Maine.
Yeah. I feel
You know?
I needed a mustache to watch this movie.
Mustache.
I was
a
debating
question.
on wearing a fake one tonight, but
Yeah.
I figured I'm sick and that's
It's accepted.
ridiculous.
You just cough right into it. Wipe it all over your face. Leave it around.
Just rub it on other people's faces after I'm done.
You know what? I got this goo from Reanimator. We'll talk about it later. Goo injection.
How's the
Right
weather? How's the weather in Maine?
It was beautiful.
Very nice.
Beautiful
I bet.
the whole time. I went on a boat. I ate seafood.
Oh, you did Maine things.
Did main things. Yeah.
You're the Maine man.
I am.
Did you scoop some lobsters up out of the water?
Yeah, with my bare hands. And
Nice.
I broke it over my knee and just sucked the meat right out.
Wow.
You heard it.
And we had a Chicago kid, too. You
Yeah.
went to Chicago, Paul. How was your trip?
It's good. Weather also awesome. All mid to lower 70s, which is dope as hell.
Yeah. Very nice.
Family went to go celebrate Dad's big birthday.
Hell
Rico.
yeah.
Rico, how you doing? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday there, Rico.
Yeah, shout out Mario's Italian Lemonade. Definitely mandatory stop, and my daughter's first time there. So Italian ice, Italian lemonade, got
Nice.
together amongst just
Very
really
nice.
good food. It was a rocket trip. We were in, out, back. Mike was there for a week. We were there for 48 hours.
That's really quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got in before the Trump army arrived.
yeah.
Yeah, good.
We did it.
Good.
I don't know.
No one's gonna stop my Italian ice.
No.
Gotta get that in.
Yeah.
Colin, you go anywhere?
Colin was in Vegas not so long ago.
Oh yeah, I was in Vegas.
Hell yeah.
Got to see some battle bots. That was rad.
That
That was
Damn.
we did a lot of stuff, but the battle bots out of nowhere became the memory. I think of that trip.
That's awesome.
Yeah, totally go do it. Totally worth it.
Yeah, I bet those battle bots were way better than the bots in this movie.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Those battle bots were ready for battle. These ones
Those-
were ready for just construction.
Those spider bots were pretty dedicated.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to give it to them. You would knock them down, they'd still come after you. Nah.
The homicidal cleaning bot was ready to go.
Jeremy went into his own mind. That's probably hallucinating based
I
on the
did.
sickness. Where'd you go?
I
friend?
entered my mind and through the halls of education. I'm back in the halls, and they're filled with the plague, and that's why I'm sick.
So,
Oh, man.
where were the halls of medicine?
They're next to me right now.
I see.
That's crazy talk. Did you take them home? You're gonna eat
Yeah.
one of those halls. Well, let's get into this a little bit. Runaway, 1984. In the near future, a police officer specializes in malfunctioning robots. When a robot turns out to have been programmed to kill, and boy does it want to kill, he begins to uncover a homicidal plot to create killer robots, and his son becomes a target. And he does. Gene Simmons is there. And
Gene Simmons had to battle fucking Selleck's mustache throughout this entire movie.
I don't know why anyone in their right mind would have cast Gene Simmons. Like, he looks like a ghoul.
There's a piece of trivia about it.
Okay, what is it? What
It was. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm paraphrasing. But it was like, so Michael Crichton directed this. Oddly enough,
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
we will
And
talk
written.
about that.
He wrote it.
He did. But in casting, maybe he didn't want him. But Gene Simmons just basically sat there and stared at him without moving for like 5 minutes, and he's like, "That's the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen. You're hired."
Yeah, that's fair.
It seems like a good role to get a ghoulish looking guy.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Gene Simmons just seems like an ass, and I'm not going to hold
I
back.
think-
I mean,
I think Michael Crichton's just a hardcore Kiss fan, man.
sure. I
Yeah.
mean, that'd
know?
be cool. But like Gene Simmons, every time I see this guy interviewed, anytime I've seen quotes, recently, if you guys are unaware of this, you could pay like $10,000 to be his roadie at specific concerts.
That
And
sounds
so
like
you-
something I wouldn't want to
Yeah, so you pay money, and then like they would work you on stage, and at the end you got like an autographed like guitar or something. And this like really failed because like he had to cancel like tons of tour dates and like stuff. I'm like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get this guy. And like, this is fine. This is not like taking away anything from this movie or even other movies that we've seen that we'll talk about here in a second. But I'm like, man, like this guy just seems like trash. And like, I don't know.
Who,
why
Gene
people are-
Simmons?
Yeah, I just don't know why people are accepting this.
I think
Well,
if
it's
you
the tongue, man.
if you sign up for the $10,000 to be a roadie,
Which no
thing,
one really did. Like, there's like a couple of people.
I think they want to be a part of the process of seeing how he slept with these 700,000 women
Sure.
that he claims
Yeah.
that he slept with.
Right.
Because that's an unbelievable stat. And Paul, you broke down the math on that. What was that?
No, that was Mike.
Oh, Mike.
It was something like 400 a day.
It was like 32 people a day for 60 something.
Yeah,
So he's just lying in bed, just
He's just got an assembly line of, yeah,
Just getting trained.
yeah, yeah. He does seem like an ass, but he does play a pretty decent villain.
He does. I don't
think-
know if he could play anything else.
No, he couldn't.
There's no way he could play a good guy. in
Well,
anything.
last time we saw him, also or not too far off, 86, I believe. Never Too Young to Die.
Yeah.
John Stamos, definitely an amazing movie. Go back and check that out. We covered that years ago. Yeah, Never Too Young to Die. Such a good movie. So yeah, we don't want to spoil it. We've already noted like Tom Selleck and Tom Selleck's mustache are in this. We have Gene Simmons coming at you, just like Sweeney in her Gene ad, wrecking your face. And you know what? We're the writer of goddamn Jurassic Park. Not only writing this, I don't think anyone would be surprised that Michael Crichton wrote the screenplay for this. Like, this is 84. Like, all right. I think everyone should be surprised that Michael Crichton is the director of this, and that's it. And I think Michael Crichton, much like Stephen King, when we were, what was the, where all the machines come to life?
oh god.
That was the Stephen King's only directorial.
Maximum
Oh,
Overdrive.
Yeah,
like
Maximum
the truck
Overdrive.
movie?
Yeah,
Maximum
thank
Overdrive.
you. Yeah, I think everyone learned a lesson. Don't do it.
Michael Crichton's directed a bunch of stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
because he's directed another one of his
Dramina Strain?
novels. Yes.
Yeah.
He did not direct Andromeda.
Damn it.
Nah.
Well, I don't even know what I'm saying.
He's directed the original Westworld,
Okay.
a movie called Pursuit,
Okay.
The Great Train Robbery with Sean Connery, a movie called Coma that has Michael Douglas and Rip Torn in it, the video game Timeline, I guess,
Good God.
a movie called Looker.
This is what happens when I go out of town and I start notes from
Michael
weeks ago. Wow.
comes back from the dead and directs.
Yeah, I
12
should-
movies.
Jeez.
I mean,
I
a
should-
lot of these movies I've never heard. Westworld, I've seen The Great Train Robbery. I didn't know he directed it.
Yeah, I have in my notes. I have that he directed other films. Damn it.
Yeah.
So other things to note, like he is the writer of Jurassic Park. He is the writer of Westworld, and I think a lot of people make that like across decades. People would be like, "Oh my gosh, a movie we've been circling around for ages." The 13th Warrior, also known Eaters of the Dead, lovely. I say that like. No joke, like it is an awesome book. I don't know if I want to use lovely. Congo, Sphere. I see they're rebooting Sphere, so that's coming out again.
Are they really?
Cool.
Yeah. ER, he was a huge part of that.
Oh.
His autobiographical book was like a real kind of eye-opening book for me. It's called Travels. I recommend Travels. It's him getting into medical school, and then it turns into a metaphysical exploration of him going around to like spoon bending parties and aura cleanses, and It's very interesting. I'd recommend it.
You haven't lived till you had a good aura cleanse.
You're telling me, brother. And put that in a Hulk Hogan voice. We got Kirstie Alley, so she's in this. We got a whole crew of maybe some people, and this is it. Like, this is it for the summer, everybody. Like, once this comes out, you know what we're going into right next week? Halloween weather, so and Halloween movies. So you're gonna get 5 movies in a row, all Halloween themed. We're gonna have Jeremy in studio for part of this. Oh my God, he'll be waxing the candle at both angles, if you know.
You know it. Yeah, don't light them.
I don't
That's what's done.
I still don't get it, Dan. Yeah, Halloween spectacular. We've got prizes. We've got memories to make.
Are we doing another trivia?
You always say that, but then you win at trivia and you seem to lay down.
Well, I like winning.
You better win.
You got to play hard at trivia.
Winning.
Yeah.
I'll say that's one of the traditions that I like is our little Halloween trivia that we do every year.
Yeah. Any reason why?
I don't know, just the Halloween season. It's kind of odd. We just bypass September. It's like we got 6, 7, 8 weeks of Halloween now.
Yeah, fuck September.
As soon as the weather turns cold and the leaves start falling, it's Halloween.
It goes from summer to Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kicking off some Halloween. Anyone listening to this, I was kind of interviewed on horror flashbacks on Instagram. We were tagged as Rabbit Troop Sucks. And they reached out and they asked really about growing up. Did I have any memories specifically about horror films and when I was younger? And they wanted pre-2000s. And I went to one of ours and I chose Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. That was a very, very memorable film for me. And one thing I wanted to know, and you could read it if you go to horror flashbacks, that is something I liked that really made me think of all of us. I said, going through that John Carpenter, wanted to make that movie more of an anthology, not just Michael Myers. And so I kind of note that at the end, what could have been. But I really thought of us when I wrote, when I was younger, I thought about those kids dressed up and they were going to melt their faces. And I'm like, oh my God. But then I got to my favorite parts that I'm like, now that I rewatch it, I look back and I'm like, so this is a clear depart from this movie. And I say, Tom Atkins is a divorced doctor who grabs a 6-pack, ditches his family and obligations, and heads to an obscure location with a young, cute woman he just met. Responsibilities be damned. Also note that, oh my God, the powers are coming from Stonehenge. There's a Silver Shamrock jingle. There's hotel sex, questionable doctoring, and 80s everything. And then I end off with, and I wonder what could have been if Carpenter's anthology Vision took off. But I note a couple other things. Thanks again, Horror Flashbacks, for just posting that. So check it out. They have it their whole deal is they reach out to people and they ask them what are your memories? I think that's really cool. It's a lot of things that we discuss here on Rabbit Troop Sucks. So
nice.
Thanks, Horror Flashbacks.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you said hoarder flashbacks, and I wasn't sure what was going on.
And I was like, oh my God, all the toothpaste. It's congealed.
There's still a little bit
That's
left
a
in
dead
the tube.
cat.
You can't throw it away.
It's harder now, the toothpaste. Yeah, well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, clearly I like jumping into Halloween, especially with that. So Jerry Goldsmith is a huge note that I want to throw out there outside of Michael Crichton. We've noted Jerry Goldsmith just scores the living shit out of everything. Is this Jerry Goldsmith's shining moment? It is not.
Is it his worst moment? Maybe.
I would just say just super forgettable.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the soundtrack that I'm like, wow, that perked my interest. It was
I like to make this movie almost has lack of soundtrack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's
like
great,
there's a lot of scenes where nothing is being played.
Well,
it's just silence.
Well, a few episodes ago, we did a made-for-TV movie, Moving Target, with Jason Bateman.
Great episode.
Yeah, it was fun. I felt like this movie is so made for TV in so many ways, but all of a sudden then there's a topless woman and people are using profanity and it's uncensored. I'm like, and it's almost 30 minutes into it. I'm like, oh, it's made for TV. And then someone's like, no, it's not. And they're like, oh shit, I could say it. So yeah, it's really bizarre. The funding on this movie is ridiculous. I think Mike noted to Collin when we were talking about this, before we saw it, I think he said something like, this is a low budget Blade Runner. He's not
very low
far
budget.
off.
Yeah.
And it's almost sometimes like people forget they're in the future. Did like anyone notice that? They're like, we need to do this. I'm like,
Well,
They
My
just
favorite
sprinkle it
part-
in every once in a while.
My favorite part about this movie is all the fucking non-lethal robots fucking suck.
Oh,
Like they're
yeah.
all breaking down. They're terrible, and people are just like, well, let's just keep using them, guys.
yeah, I like that they have like names like, oh, Lois. I'm only a Model 10. They're like, ah, Lois, you're a piece of garbage that we're going to throw away one day.
It was a poor attempt at robot world building, but I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, oh, go ahead.
I thought it was actually pretty good at, like they're like, you have to call the cops because you don't have the liability insurance to like, do it yourself. In reality, they had a ton of robots around, and it's probably a couple incidents a day. Like I kind of think overall it seemed like a robotic success.
It just seems like society just gave up to robots and really easily, and just like you can do anything. Just robots just control our lives, which
Well, I
is
mean,
kind
it's-
of real apropos to what's happening now.
Yeah.
Paul, you mentioned how realistic.
Yeah,
this
It
movie
definitely
can be.
nailed a couple things.
Yeah. I don't want to
Yeah.
go too far off. Like, I like that. What is the Tom Cruise movie with the psychics?
Minority Report.
Yes, that in Minority Report, the writers or director, whomever was in charge of this, they hired futurists to actually like talk and research like what they thought the future would look like when they filmed it, so like this movie could age well.
Wasn't that a PK Dick thing?
It was.
Yeah.
And I do feel this movie does lean into some stuff like drone technology, how like screens and TVs are essentially everywhere.
Yeah, like the Ring doorbell.
Yeah, there's like people at doorbells, there's like video doorbells, basically like
A Roomba with a knife.
yeah, and a gun.
Yeah.
make my day.
That's your
So
future,
when-
people.
Bobby the son, Flight of the Navigator kid. That kid basically is like watching TV on a switch under his bed. Like
Right.
there's like a lot of stuff that I'm like, damn. So yeah, it's really the robots that I feel someone maybe was like, and Bobby even has this C-3POs, little robots from Star Wars, that someone's like, you know what this movie needs? A little bit of some whiny robots, like a C-3PO.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is like, so disarming. Like, I agree with you, Collin, that overall, I'm like, there's some successes, but like, why are some of them just like whiny little a-holes? Like, meh, and why are people accepting of this? Like, tune that shit up. Like, firmware? Like, what the hell's going on?
If they did indeed use futurist research in 1984 for this, then I agree, Colin, that they did actually a pretty good job. The whiny robots, I feel like they maybe wanted to capture on that C-3PO aspect and just make some whiny ones. Have you noticed that the jumping ahead, Tom Selleck's maid robot is kind of like Rosie in the Jetsons?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I think they just
Lois?
looked at what Lois is like Rosie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just giving them a little personality is what it is.
Well, I'm going to throw you a little backdrop if I have to make a guess. I do believe Michael Crichton would have researched the holy hell out of this. He was by far a super notable avid reader, and I remember even going back to his autobiography, Travels, he said when he got divorced, like to kind of cope with this, he would just go to used bookstores and basically just like take his arm and just like scoop up books, put it in a box, and go home and just read books a day.
Wow.
I just remember him saying like he'd read anything like medical, he'd read anything about Egyptians, he would just like read. I feel very, very much that guy would have done some research. So I'm not surprised like that there's an extent where I'm like, wow, this is happening. I mean, Westworld's all about sex robots. I'm like, that dude is probably like an early believer of like, do I think somewhere, not a date, but somewhere there's going to be like realistic sex robots? I'm like, I think, does anyone in the room think that's not going to be part of like the human future?
Oh, we're going to be fucking robots
Yeah.
soon. 100%. I'm surprised we're not.
Right. So, I mean, he was like, I'm brave enough to be like, it's probably going to be like this. I'm just not like throwing out dates. Yeah.
Well, someone figured out that the movie was supposed to take place in 1991.
Oh, what?
This is exactly 1991. I feel
Yeah.
like this is like just like a memory for Jeremy and I.
Right. You guys had your little robots and
We just had
Yeah.
the spider robots.
the spider
This
robots.
this movie had little twink cop cars that they rolled around in.
You can have the Roombas with the revolvers.
Yeah, I mean, even so, like we're gonna get to this in a moment. Like even the first Runaway, the rogue robot. So that's what he's looking for. Like real skin job here. Yeah, he's looking away for like rogue robots that are like malfunctioning, or we find out later have been like reprogrammed for nefarious purposes. But that first one is just like basically like a corn cutting Roomba.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, that makes sense.
It plucks slugs off of corn or whatever, and it went wild.
Yeah. And so that's where we meet Jack Ramsay. I look on IMDb, he's just listed as Ramsay, and someone I think at one point in time was like, hey, Jack. And maybe they're just like, hey, Jack. And
Hey, Jackin'?
yeah, man, it's future jacking.
It was a lot of future jacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Jack in
don't
the stash.
they don't mention until later in the movie that people don't want to go after their own robots because of insurance or whatever. I thought this was incredibly dumb because there's like 7 burly farmers watching this robot just like knock down their cornfield, and they're like, "Where are the goddamn cops?" Like, bitch, just get in there.
Yeah.
Turn like this
Well, at one
woman
point,
tackles
the woman
it by
is
herself.
out there and she picks it up and like lifts it above her
Yeah.
head like He-Man.
Yeah.
Right. It took her like 8 seconds to get this thing.
Yeah. But that was an early
Yeah.
warning sign. Like this is like, I mean, this movie is on par with like Indiana Jones and Ghostbusters of the time. I'm just kidding. It's not at all. But it is foreshadowing like, who's this little rogue robot? Because next time we get a handsy robot with a handgun.
Yeah.
So
Like the cow milking robots go haywire.
Yeah,
You don't want
well,
that.
I'm sure people find other uses for those cow milking.
the dude from The Boys we recently watched was in like a new AI movie. I can't remember what that one was called. It's not Megan. It was on HBO.
The dude from the Huey,
Yeah.
the one where like
subservient, I think, or
Companion.
we've seen so many of these
yeah,
fucking shitty.
there's
AI.
like 4 or 5 of those, but like one of those, yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts of the movie Companion is like they pick up, like the company picks up the robot at the end, and they're like, "Yes, sir." Like I'm sure it went haywire, and like both like the maintenance people are like, "Yeah." I'm like placating the guy, like, "Yeah, it's all you." And they get in the car and they're like, "Oh my god, that guy totally hacked the shit out of this robot, and he's totally going to jail. Like someone's dead. This guy put in firmware, and like that is it. Like that guy's super screwed." That's kind of what's happening in this movie. People are manipulating robots by just putting like weird microchips in there. And Mike's favorite thing,
Microchip.
Hashtag microchip.
Well, it sounds like some people modify them, which is maybe not necessarily illegal. Just to
That's why I noted the other movie. Like clearly, I
Yeah.
also like people are like kind of like using this for their own purposes, and you would have to assume that's most likely why these like officers would be called in, because maybe you get the rogue kind of malfunctioning one. But I would have to assume like 90% of the time is like, so now that we opened this up, like you did this, you don't know what the hell you're doing. This thing went on a death rampage. Like
Right.
you're going to prison. Bye.
yeah. Well, we're about at the part where he responds to the knife robot.
And he does have a new partner. He has Thompson.
Yeah.
And she's like, I did some stuff in some places. And he's like, you rookie.
Whatever. And by the way, I have vertigo. Don't talk to me about it.
Yeah, I don't like heights. Let's get into a helicopter.
He was kind of
That's my son, Bobby.
willing to talk about it right away. So
Fucking
really
Bobby
established it
fucking
early on.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't like anyone or heights. Get out of here.
We know everything now.
That's my backstory.
A lot of Tom Selleck's dialogue is very, at least to me, like very clearly Michael Crichton, because the way he interacts with other police officers, like it's very procedural and very like technical.
Yeah.
And it definitely reads to me like something he would have written, because he's a very process detail oriented writer. I feel.
I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be super mean. And
Okay.
like oftentimes I'm like, I don't just like to be mean like this.
I'm
But
excited
this is-
now.
Me too. I like it.
Every time Tom Selleck sits at one of the computers, he just looks like such a dumb lug. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not buying any of this. I'm like, you look so out of your depths right here.
Because
Like,
he has the mustache.
he just looks dumb. Like he just looks like
He does like
He
have
has
just
a
looks like
mustache to type
he just
on the
looks like
keyboard.
someone's like, this is a computer. He's like, computer. Like this is a keyboard. Type. Like that's just how he looks.
No,
Like,
you're right. It's like a mouth breathing kind of.
It's the same. It's the same views I had when we watched Remo Williams, and I was like, I'm not buying Wilford Brimley as a hacker. He's
Yeah.
like, click,
Oh, he is
click.
the
I
best.
found things. I was like, that dude hit 3 keys on that keyboard. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope. He's like, I sent you printouts. I was like, maybe.
Is it because he's such a manly man that you just can't picture him doing nerdy shit.
Yeah,
like computer
he
shit.
doesn't have time for this bullshit.
He's like Tom
You're
Selleck.
like, this guy
He's
should
got
got
the-
fucking
Someone
private
buy him
investigator in Hawaii.
someone buy him a pooter for his Christmas or his birthday present.
Kind of along those same lines, one of the things I will kind of say that I noticed that I think this movie did pretty well is when they were trying to like explain some kind of like robot technology to someone who's supposed to be kind of the expert on this. It was kind of subtle enough that you didn't really notice that they were like explaining to an expert what he probably should already know. And they
Right.
probably did it like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, that's true.
And it didn't really feel like, exposition that lame. It felt pretty natural.
This
I
movie
thought.
tried to explain that there was a runaway squad to the police department, and it didn't really get into that until like halfway through. So you're like just wondering, what are these detective police officers trying to do? What are they established as? And I just couldn't feel it until later on.
Yeah, that kind of story, like all throughout, like it's the exposition that they're kind of forcing you to have is like hindering actually a really good story. I've noted this before, just like how could you redo this in today's age? I think it's like really easy to say, but I'm like, if this was like like a really well done animated series right now, or a series of like graphic novels, this is like a dope story. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
you have like a future detective like tracking down like weird robots. Like this movie doesn't really have the budget. Like there could be romance. There could be, I do have a son. Like my wife is passed. Like I'm living in a quirky apartment or like whatever with these quirky robots doing future stuff. But like instead we see like the poor man's Rosie, as Mike noted, like, man, I'm your robot Lois. And like Lois.
Yeah. His son's like, yeah, Dad, you need to get laid, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
That kid's about to go on an intergalactic voyage as Flight of the Navigator. He doesn't have time for that shit.
He's like, listen, before I leave the planet, you got to get some stank
Right.
on your hang
He's-
down, buddy.
He's like, Dad, I have 2 career moves, this and that. And then it's over for
that 85.
maybe.
But after this,
It is
which
after
one's
this.
before? Okay.
But I don't remember. The
He
year.
wasn't much older. He couldn't have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he never aged.
So Disney saw him in this, and they're like, "Yeah, we need that."
Yeah.
for
Who's that
this."
fucking annoying wiener kid from Runaway? Let's get him.
I saw that kid in Runaway, and that kid is top notch.
Shit.
I was like, get Joey Kramer on the phone.
Joey Kramer?
Because that kid's going to fly my plane. The
Hey, Joey.
Clan of the Cave Bear, 1986.
Okay.
Flight of the Navigator, 1986. Murder, She Wrote, 1986. The 12-Step Strangler, 2024.
That's too many steps.
Polygon,
Yeah.
2023.
Oh wow,
He's
This
coming
guy's
back.
for the life of the party, man.
brought it back.
It's My Party, Party Guest, 1996.
Ooh, party guest.
Oh, whoa. And it went from 1984. Oh, yeah. Well, there's some jumps. 1984, Murder, She Wrote. Stone Fox, 1987. A little gap to It's My Party, 1996. This is his first appearance.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh,
His
and
debut.
if you wanted to know, Jeremy, he does. I do miss this, and God, hear me out, someone at goddamn Disney. The magical world of Disney used to have all these made-for-TV movies. I don't know why they're not just like mainlining that into their goddamn channel. There's like 150 of them. He is in one of them, and he goes from that to then Flight of the Navigator. So that was probably a step up.
Is
They're
the
out
one-
of space.
Okay.
Is the one he's in The Boy Who Could Fly?
I hope
That's a
during an
separate movie?
episode
That's
of
a real
Murder, She
movie?
Wrote, he slapped the shit out of Jessica Lansbury.
Oh, he did more than that.
Yeah. That's why there was that big gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't do that to Jessica. Sit down.
Is that big gap a euphemism?
Big dusty
He
gap.
slapped her big gap. Yeah.
That was a different kind of navigator.
I see.
There's a channel for that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's thestiffsdossier.com is where.
He was in 1986's I Man.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, it looks fun. When a man is exposed to an alien
shit.
gas, he acquires the ability to heal instantly and survive any injury or toxin.
Okay.
And you know who our lovely star is? And it makes me totally want to see this more. Scott Bakula.
This sounds
Oh,
like a future review for RTS.
Wait, the wiener kid's in that movie?
Yeah, he's navigating.
Or Yeah, okay.
Well, we get really on an. I mean, this movie's going to go XYZ. Like, if anyone's like, there's a lot happening. Like, we've said this in a lot of films before, because Mike will often be like, we haven't really talked about this movie.
Nothing
like,
happens in this
There's like
movie.
4 things happen. Like, part 1 is corn crop Roomba. We've done that, and that really leads to like the other part of part 1, and it's now going to a house, and a little robot has a gun and is taking a kid in a crib hostage.
It's the same robot. They're all the same robot.
Yeah, hive mind.
Yeah, what is
That's
that
the-
arm that's jutting out of its fucking
That's the gun
torso
arm.
for? Like, just to hold this
That's
gun?
all it's for
Yes.
is the whole gun.
Well,
There's
when
okay.
it's not shooting.
So that's why you try to modify it.
It's the cow milking robot. I
Yeah.
told you in second appearance.
If it's not shooting, it's cocking.
They call it the cow milking robot for insurance purposes.
Yeah. It's not nice to color a cow.
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, can you imagine if there was 2?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Check us out on YouTube.
That's a party I can get with.
You'd be jump roping.
So there's a lot to unpack in this scene, though, and I think it's worth talking about.
There is.
So at first, the robot has a knife. Paul is making a penis lasso, I think.
Just a lasso.
Just a lasso,
There's
not a penis.
I was just imagining that little hand and all it could do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you were.
It's going for a lasso. I don't know how it became a penis lasso.
Is a penis lasso a lasso that's tied out of a long penis?
Oh, yeah, so
It can be either.
So yeah, is it made of penises or is it to lasso
It's
penises?
both.
Or is it a penis
Yeah.
that
You
has
can't
a
lasso a penis unless
It's a
the lasso
penis
is-
holding a lasso. So many possibilities.
Meta on meta.
Okay, note to the unpaid graphic designer: penis lasso
lasso
T-shirt.
penis.
See if we can get that going.
It's Wonder Woman's backup lasso.
Right,
I think what Mike just identified is full scrotum.
full scrotum. I'm working on a scrotum.
Oh God, he's gone full scrotum.
Yeah,
Never go for a
no. Okay, the robot has a knife and has stabbed a couple people.
He gets stabby. Like
He does
the guy in
get-
Futurama.
yeah,
Gotta
it's-
cut you. Gotta cut you.
Was that Carlos?
Roberto.
Roberto, that's right.
Gonna cut you.
Yeah, it's Roberto. And there's a child in a crib who's crying, and the father escaped, but the mother and some other broad are dead. This robot is 2 feet tall.
And a knife and a cradle
Yeah.
and a
And
silver
Tom
spoon.
Selleck does a lot of diving around.
A lot of
in this
diving
movie.
around. And
Well,
Tom
so much
Selleck's like, I
diving,
gotta go
man.
in there. I gotta get this baby out of there.
And a cameraman walks in. He's like, "Get out, bro!" And the guy's like, "No,
No, I gotta get this on
And then he
film.
like shines a light on it. He's like, "Dude, get out!" And then you hear bang, and
Yeah.
like that cameraman's dead.
He's like,
Dead.
Jesus Christ, the robot has a gun. So I want to know, because again, this robot is 2 feet tall.
Who loaded the gun?
Where was the gun kept that it was just like, was it on a couch or
so-
under like
A gun drawer.
it's in the gun drawer.
85
Okay.
is a different time, man. People
84.
like they hung guns from their Christmas trees.
It was like a real. It was,
Okay.
it was a real life game of Clue. Right
So
in the study.
The
next to
gun was
lead
already
pipe.
loaded, though.
Right before Tom Selleck went into the house, there was an interview with the dad.
Yeah.
And Tom
Shifted.
Selleck
Oh, yeah.
mentioned something about, and the robot had a gun. And
It's like that
that's
crazy son of a
yeah,
bitch.
that's when the dad freaked out.
Yeah, and he just
God.
ran away.
It
Yeah.
made me think that the dad knew about the gun. He had to load it probably under the couch, and the robot found it. And he's like, "Oh shit, the robot found the gun."
Yeah.
and
Well,
then the dad just scampered off.
The dad fucked off.
Daddy was, Daddy was shifty AF and then scampers off. He reminds me of Bart Simpson when they're like, "Look at that kid," and he's like eating the crap.
rat boy.
he's like, "Whoa, he's got a gun!" Like, "Whoa, we got to get out of here." And Tom Selleck's like, "Your kid's in the house." He's like, "Yeah, well, he was in the house."
Yeah.
yeah. He's in heaven now.
Good luck proving it. The DNA tests right now aren't very useful. So.
Yeah. Well, so when Tom Selleck's in the house, this kicks off what is ultimately my biggest problem with this movie is the robots aren't intimidating at all. And maybe that's because we live in a world
if you
with
carried around
Rombas.
a bat, you could disable most.
Right, like,
in fact,
he-
Tom Selleck takes one out by just beating it with a weak chair.
Right, he throws his jacket over one of them, and that's the end of it. Like he's scampering around this house like this is like a murder ninja.
Parkour.
This thing makes noise, is incredibly slow. Like you could just sneak up on it. Like he could have walked into that house, gotten that kid, and left, and it would have been fine.
Lamar Jeremy, I don't remember the actual robot's name, but do you remember there was a robot when we were kids advertised as like a toy, as like maybe
Robbie the robot,
Either that,
the one that brought you Coke.
Chuck?
yeah, was
Yeah.
it Robbie?
either that or Omnibot.
Yeah, it was that. It was Omnibot.
Oh, Omnibot, sure.
Omnibot, and then like I saw it like in stores, and it was like Oh, dude, like you would have to like
You have to put the Coke in its hand.
and then drive it to
Right,
you.
yeah.
I was like, well, it's not getting it for me. And I was like, I hate to break it to you, Paul.
Yeah.
Like you stupid 4 or 5 year old, but like,
You can train dogs to do all
Yeah.
that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have trained dog money.
Yeah.
Or
Nobody
Omnibus.
does.
yeah.
Can your dog bring you stuff?
I mean, I just had, I was like, this thing's going to do my homework. We're going to be friends. It's going to teach me how to play video games more. It's going to teach me foreign languages and Kung Fu. It did not.
Instead, he calls me up. He's like, Jeremy, this robot sucks. Do you want to hang out? I'm like,
Yeah.
my robot sucks too, dude. Let's go.
Yeah. And then we blew up those bots.
Yeah.
As
bots.
most
we
kids
set them
do,
loose in a movie theater.
you eventually just bring it to a backyard, load it with fireworks, and explode your toys like a rite of passage. Like goodbye,
Damn.
favorite toys. You will explode now.
And Mike, you alluded to this scene kind of just showing how the robots suck. I actually didn't know how much the robots sucked until later on. I found this scene that built a lot of tension. It was a really long scene of Tom Selleck hunting down this robot, but I liked the tension because I didn't know what the threat was. I knew the robots were slow, but this one had a gun.
Yeah.
And it was just really a standoff scene between Tom Selleck or Jack Ramsay, the character, and this robot. You don't know what it's about. It's just rolling around. And it was a very long scene that I felt like had a nice bit of tension in it.
And then they take him out and they go home. Thompson gets to go see the digs of Ramsay, and he's like, "Hey, here's my shitty robot Lois." And she's like, "I don't work all the time." And he's like, "Hey, here's my son." And that's all Flight of the Navigator. That kid's watching basically a Switch. He's like, "Daddy."
His son's like, do you put out? Are you a good?
Like, will you fuck my dad? Because he's a total buzzkill right now.
Father and son form Eiffel Tower, and everyone and worlds collide.
I see. It was
Oh my.
an educational night for that kid.
It was. He met his future stepmother in many different ways.
Yeah.
And she baked cookies.
No, she baked something.
And she disabled fake Rosie.
Yeah.
Not my spine.
Clean up your own mess.
Bitty bitty bop. You know, Jeremy, I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone.
Wow.
Oh,
right.
that
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we meet a little more about Gene Simmons, Dr. Luther,
Oh,
with a haircut mane to match.
Yeah. He's at the house. You see him skulking.
Yeah, he's a real skulker.
He is. Are we?
just in the background. I'm not sure how we see him. It's like the media
Well, he's like
guy.
within the caution tape too. He just
Yeah.
like walks.
He just
into the
walks
crime
over.
scene. He's like, hey.
Do you know who I am? I'm goddamn Dr. Luther. And like, oh shit. Let this guy and his mane through. He's like, I have a lot of body hair. You don't fully know, but you could tell just by looking at it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's a Robin Williams
He's
mane down
swarthy for sure.
there. Swarth buckler.
You don't think he does any grooming?
No.
It's just full bush.
Yeah.
Oh, like maybe like dreadlocks
He has
and
his
like
bush
little
dreadlocked.
weaves,
Yeah.
little designs.
You think he puts like a shower cap on it in the shower?
Little
Yeah,
design.
probably.
He's got like topiary down there.
He calls it shower cappy. But yeah.
That sounds like too much work for him.
That's true. He has a robot do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The robot throws a hat on him like Mario Odyssey. Like, throws it on and comes back. Like yo-yos it back.
This is my cock care robot.
I will say in all the movies
Yes.
that we see him in, he's very obviously the villain. There's no way you can
Well, yeah.
pick him
Well-
as a hero or
Well, when
any
you're like
protagonist.
typecast as Ghoul 1, like you've really earned your role in life and in the movie that you're
Yeah.
probably going to be.
I thought he was great as the lawyer in Extract.
Yeah, that was fun.
I thought he was really fun in that.
Actually, that's the only movie I liked him in.
Yeah. Agreed.
Extract. And I did like
Agreed.
that movie.
I don't know what happens next.
We cut to
Is it like Titty Hotel, or is it?
no, it's the
They're checking out
the
Robot
guy-
the Chips.
They go to
in
the
my
office
house.
building.
Oh, that's right.
Runaway Daddy.
Runaway Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that similar to Wet Daddy?
It's
Never
Wet
coming
Daddy
up.
here in the studio.
It is I, Wet Daddy.
Oh yeah, this is where the guy from Daylight is taking apart the robot.
Yeah. We find out that a couple things. That first of all, there are some microchips, hashtag microchip, in these robots, and they're just going rogue because they're all they're not malfunctioning. They're actually programmed to just be naughty.
These aren't factory microchips.
Naughty little D-bags.
This is custom microchip.
Also, we've got rocket bullets where bullets got your name on it. So you could program a bullet, and when you shoot it, it'll just go after you. And I'm going to tell you this. It never works, and it's awful and slow. It is so bad. It's bad.
It's like a Star Trek red shirt thing. It hits everyone except for the main character.
Yeah.
So
He killed like 18 cops with this thing.
yeah. So the engineer dad runs away. He encounters Gene Simmons, and he's like, "Give me everything that I'm purchasing from you." He doesn't give him anything. Goes to the cops and gets hunted down by these, Patriot Arrow bullets, and it absolutely kills him immediately.
Patriot bullet.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yeah, I noted to everyone, video game culture out there, this is like the rocket bullet that you would have that it never lands. You'd have to like double jump and get the right hit. But if it does hit, it takes off the villain's like life meter by a fourth. But like to get it happening, it's just not worth it.
My favorite thing about the body-seeking bullet is that Gene Simmons fucking aims his gun every time he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why? Why are you aiming the gun?
You don't know
like
how it works.
You just
Yeah.
fire it.
You got to get the heat signature of the person that it's targeting.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, it takes like 5 minutes. It has like a scan, a readout, like submits forms. It gets like notarized.
Approved.
Like you as the victim,
Kill
like,
now.
like you're like already in bed and you're like, oh shit, I just took a shower.
Like, I got to get up now and run.
I brushed
All
my
right.
teeth.
You don't have to run.
Well,
You
if
just
you're-
sit there motionless, and it still misses.
If you're Tom Selleck, you just flip over a table and that
Yeah.
diffuses everything. Like,
Yeah.
No, you
You
dive, you
bastard.
duck, dive, dodge, and duck.
Yeah.
Dip.
you gotta duck dip.
You got to, because these bullets ricochet like 8 or 9 times off of things.
I also want to note the chief of police is the captain in Police Academy.
That blew my mind. You told
Yes.
me that. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, and once I kind of made that realization, I couldn't take that guy
And then
seriously.
I just kept
No.
thinking, Mahoney. That's all I kept thinking. It's like, oh shit, it's you. But he's
Yeah,
playing
they should have
polar
never
opposites.
made that casting decision.
Yeah, and
because as soon as people associate that, you're like, okay.
Yeah, like in this future, this guy could have made like a Steve Gutenberg robot and just beat the shit out of it.
He probably did.
As I was taking my rage out of it, like rage bots. Like you have sex with one robot and then you go to the next room and just beat the shit out of another robot. So angry. So angry.
Wow.
Paul,
That is a fucking
if you didn't
party
point that
waiting to
out,
happen.
if
Well,
you didn't, if
in
you
the
didn't
third
point,
room, you get a robot to read you a bedtime story. So
oh god, what the fuck? You need a third or fourth room for that.
yeah,
Paul, before you pointed that out, I had no idea, so I probably would have been lost until I heard him talk some more. So, yeah, he played kind of polar opposite police captains.
he's like Ramsay. We got a mission to Moscow.
I don't know if he's even in that one. How long
Gutenberg?
did he do that? No, the captain. I don't know how long.
Oh, he's
been
probably
doing
in
those.
all of them.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Gutenberg
They're-
took off after what, 2?
Oh my god, he's like in 4. He's like,
Holy shit.
But like he leaves in one of the movies. He's like, I gotta do stuff, and like like I ever see that guy again. He's like, here's my nephew.
The actor literally left.
Yeah, like it's like someone else is introduced. I would love to do Police Academy 1 and maybe 2 on this, like in the lifetime of Bradley
I was
Cooper.
going to bring that up to you the other
Yeah,
day. I
like,
don't
that'd be
know
super
why.
fun. Like, Police Academy 1's a lot of fun, and then the movies just get like so like outlandishly stupid.
Yeah.
It gets rough. But what reins it all back is a young man's mustache, a 1984 mustache. He's like, come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar baby. Oh, I Like Me, the John Candy movie, will come out shortly after this episode premieres in a couple weeks. It will be on Prime. I have noted numerous times I'm a huge John Candy fan. I am absolutely going to watch this. Colin Hanks is the director. Ryan Reynolds is the producer. I already saw that for one of the movie premieres, they rolled up in a smoking car, just like in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
I've already seen a couple notable quotes from people about this film, so I really look forward to it. I hope it clearly looks like it's done with like tons of love and care, but I mean, going back to the 80s, John Candy, I love you.
That was an interesting transition from mustaches to Crazy Town lyrics, 280 John Candy.
I thought about the Crazy Town lyrics because the Colin Hanks movie, Orange County. They keep playing Crazy Town.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I was like, oh, Colin Hanks is going to actually be directing a John Candy documentary that I absolutely want to see.
Yeah, fair. I like it.
That's us on Rabbit Troop Sucks.
All came together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the trailer too. It looks very interesting, and John Candy is John. I mean, come on, yeah, we're all in.
Yeah, I've already seen like some of the love and outpour of like he's always noted as just such a nice man that no one had a bad word to say, and then I've already seen that one of Macaulay Culkin's like quotes was like, he knew my dad was a piece of shit before anyone else went off and be like, are you okay?
Yeah, I
like,
saw that too.
Like,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good, but like, oh man, like that sucks. But
it sucks, but it's nice to know that there was someone there. I think we knew that before, and it's just nice to have that quote around, and just Macaulay Culkin being close to John Candy and just hearing his stories from him. Just it's so amazing. Just what an amazing man John Candy was, and it's great that we have connections.
And
from
shout out,
actors who
John
work with
Candy's
him.
birthday is on Halloween.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, maybe through the miracle of science, we'll see John Candy again someday. You know?
Jurassic Park style.
Yeah,
Nice.
bring him back.
Michael Crichton style. Bringing it back to this movie, Runaway.
Oh,
Oh my God, there's a spider robot in my face. Ah, Kirstie
Yeah.
Alley. Kirstie Alley has some designs and schematics, and you know who wants that? Dr. Luther.
Dr. Luther, yeah.
She also has the other half of the chips.
Yeah.
And the templates.
And the chits.
She's got
The
so
templates,
much.
that's
Yeah,
what
she's
it
got
was.
the shits all right.
Yeah. You want my avocado plant? 17 chits and one schemati.
Yeah, she's getting tased for moving.
Tased
Yeah.
and abused.
She's trapped in an office. She's sitting on a desk chain smoking
Smoking a cigarette, yeah.
because like a Mr. Coffee with wheels on it won't let her leave, and it like pinches her if she tries to.
Tell me you
I
love
get
my
pinchy.
cold brew.
I feel like she could have just walked past this thing.
Most
Oh,
of these
easily.
robots
Like,
can easily be
Tasing her.
Right,
Like
yeah.
I would have just run and be like, ow, ow, oh fuck, okay, I'm up.
She could have just walked around a desk and probably made it, but
Yeah.
she didn't.
Yeah.
They painted a future where we're all pussies and all these little Roombas are bossing us around.
I think what we're missing,
Well-
Lamar, is I wish all these robots talked like Mega Man in Captain and Grandmaster. Like the
We
worst,
don't know-
like the worst iteration of Mega Man.
I don't know what this robot's intentions are. I mean, maybe it's attracted to Kirstie Alley. It's flirting with her. And the
I'm
only way
mega
it knows
into
how.
you.
Fucking Tom Selleck, he comes in, it's cock blocking this robot. He starts giving out stronger shocks to fucking Mustache Man. And yeah, all he wanted to do was bang Kirstie Alley.
Oh, he gave her the quavers.
Yeah, Tom Selleck wanted to bang Kirstie Alley immediately.
Immediately, like, oh, she's hot.
Yeah, the security guard who brings him in is like, yeah, you're right. She totally is.
They don't call him Quigley Down Under for no reason.
Oh, wow. Is that a movie, does?
That's
Jeremy's
a great
dead.
reference. I know.
Jeremy's
That's the kind of
quiggling in
comedy.
his boots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Get him a rag.
Good God.
Someone,
Alright.
someone shocked this guy.
Yeah,
Hashtag
so Tom's
microchip.
he throws his jacket over the robot and then proceeds to beat this thing to death with a folding chair, like he's in a fucking the wrestling arena.
It's
it
funny.
wasn't a folding chair. It was just a regular chair that he beat him with, and that makes it even more funny.
Right. It's funny because Lamar has a long history with things involving folding chairs.
Yeah.
Lamar knows a folding chair. That was a regular chair.
That's right. Yes. Expert on that.
Yeah, you make
Would
it
you
sound
like to know
Lamar's
more?
a career in folding chairs.
Lamar has had former lives and former thoughts, some of them involving folding chairs, steel folding chairs.
I mean, who doesn't these days?
Of all the robot killing scenes in this movie, this was the best scene where he just threw a tarp over it and beat it.
I
with
love,
a office
like-
chair.
Like on the fourth hit, he does this little like high pitched scream, and that just tickled me.
Tom Selleck's scream.
Yeah,
Yeah, not the robot's death.
I mean,
No.
I'd be screaming a little too, and I was just like beating a robot to death like that. It's okay. You can let it out. Your first one's a gimme. When you get to Robot 2 and 3, you got to maintain.
Yeah, they're escorting security guards. Like you didn't have to do that. You could have just turned it off, but no.
Well, he saves the day, and this is where she spills that she was being kind of blackmailed by Mr. Luthor.
Yeah, well, her bag is full of microchip.
Not her bag, baby.
No. But it was. So she kind of spills the beans on where he's at, which is a hotel room.
Yeah.
And a hard cut to that hotel room.
Very hard.
And they're going up to the suite, and he has like a
Bag
whole bunch
hard.
of cops on, like they're just ready to go and break in.
Yeah, but he's Dr. Luther, and for some
He's got a
reason,
drone.
if he's just
He
The
does.
gas drone.
that, it's like a Batman villain. Like that was one. So a drone comes from the ceiling, and there's been a lot of drone play before this, which like does make
yeah, there
sense.
has.
But now it just comes down and it gasses the room, and it's like one step away from like you hearing a fist go like punch, and then seeing yoinks,
Zap.
pow. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, like are you kidding me? Like you just gassed the room. He's like, man, and he like leaves.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he shoots
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, he kills everybody.
He shoots the
Except for
partner, kills 2 cops, and the
Yeah.
2 guys he was negotiating with for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Well, he shoots the partner, but the bullet doesn't explode. It's just in her arm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The shell goes in her, and this is where we see a real weird transformation in Jack. So like an MT is attending to Thompson, and he's like, okay, we're just gonna take you to the hospital. You got like this bullet in you, and like in a millisecond, Ramsay's like, hey, I need to talk to you. That's not just a bullet. That's a shell. Look at it. And it's gonna explode. And
I like how the guy's like, he just glances.
he's like, oh my
he's
god,
like,
you're,
oh,
right.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you're right. Oh my
How did I
god.
miss that?
Yeah, and then Ramsay's like, I'm gonna take it out of here. And the guy's like, what? And he's like, I'm gonna do it. Just get everyone out of here. And can't we get people out? And people are like, all right.
Well, they send in a robot to do it. It's like, this robot's almost a year old.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I want to cut
what the fuck are
too.
you doing?
Designed to cut.
Yeah.
Snippety snops.
But it's our finest milking robot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This the extraction of the detonation, I think, was pretty visceral. I think all of us kind of reacted when he started pulling it out of her.
Well, when he
Yeah, we
loses it and it goes back
Yeah,
in.
we basically see an X-ray, and he's working through like a real-time X-ray, and he's shoving up like basically pliers through her wrist and forearm.
Yeah, he's taking this out from the inside for some reason.
So yeah, my only thought is, and someone should, Mike, I absolutely agree. So it's almost out the other side of her wrist, but
Right.
he's going through the opposite end, like the long way. And my only thought is, and someone should have said something like,
Yeah, why didn't you pull it out the other end?
well, maybe you don't want to touch the tip where it's going to explode.
Yeah,
And that was my.
Yeah, it does. It does, Paul.
Yeah, well,
Well, I don't want to sing the lyrics to Genie in a Bottle, but we can. So with this, he starts extracting the bullet, and like a rubber band, it slings right back up. And you watch this in the X-ray, and much like everyone in the room and Thompson, we're all like, nope, no. Like all just looked like it was. She's like, oh, and we're like, yep, yeah, that hurts.
So yeah, he's like, do what you have to do, just don't move your arm. And she's like trying to talk through it, and she's like whimpering, and you can like, honestly, I felt
It's a good
was
scene,
pretty
yeah.
good.
yeah. It was a good scene.
Yeah.
He eventually got it out, and she was kind of just being playful. It's kind of a connection scene with.
Just being playful. Like, just sniff my mustache for comfort.
It was. They established that he was able to talk her down and through it, and she was emotionally just. I don't know.
Well, she kind
it
of seemed
is.
kind of drugged up in all of this. I would want that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, please just like make me collapse. So I'm assuming that maybe that was part of what was happening.
Yeah, he pulls it out. I love how he just kind of tosses it into the
Like the wet bar.
In the bar, yeah.
Explodes.
It's
You
fine.
just blew up $5,000 of liquor, asshole.
not his liquor.
The whole time she's just grimacing in pain. And he's like, "Yeah, just shut up. I'm gonna pull it out. Just calm down, little." What does he call her? Just calm down, little
buck up, little camper.
buck up. Yeah. Like here we go, and just jabs it out, and it finally.
Yeah, but he did an okay job.
Yeah. And then
We think.
he invites her to dinner.
Well, of course.
Yeah, and he fumbles that bag real bad because she's like, "Oh, dinner? Do you mean fucking? I'm ready." And he's like, "No, like just dinner.
Protocol.
Just gotta hang out like coworkers
Yeah.
first. Let's start the steps.
Ready.
Well, because she was
ready.
Ready. Yeah.
but he's like, "No,
He's like,
like,
I've got an extra hole.
but I take everyone. I have dinner with all my partners for professional purposes." She's like, "Well, I don't want to go anymore then."
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
sorry, dude. Like, it's like I just saw Kirstie Alley 2 hours ago, so nothing is going to happen between us.
Right? Yeah. If you're not going to ream me out, I don't know.
She's not dead yet.
He's very rusty. There's a little backstory. He's been single for quite a while now, and
He's ready to mingle.
yeah, he's ready to mingle, but not
just with Kirstie
quite.
Alley.
Yeah, just with Kirstie Alley. With this coworker, he's treating like a coworker. She has to warm up
Honestly,
to her.
Fucking wise.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's true. And it seems like the coworker is just a little too hot, but it's Tom Selleck, and she can't help it.
No.
And they kind of go on a date. They go to some night sushi where they're going to trade those schematics and those blueprints to Dr. Luther.
Oh, him and Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go to like a weird sushi robot machine and they're ordering sushi.
With a vending machine.
Yeah, and I love this where basically Ramsay gets a phone call and it's Dr. Luther. He's like, I'm just like you. I'm eating a meal. Don't be rude. I'm in the crowd. And then they pan to him. He's like, do you see me and my handgun? And it's a handgun like as big as a machine gun. And then he pulls it.
Right.
Yeah, there's people like sitting 4 feet away. They're just like, hey, that guy, that's probably not a
And it's like
handgun.
shiny as shit. Like you would just see the glare of this gun. And he has Thompson and she's like, whoops. And so the plan is Kirstie Alley is going to walk
How
over.
did he get Thompson though? Like that's what I don't
got
understand.
the drop on her.
Yeah.
She got a hurt wrist.
He's very sneaky.
She's all drugged up.
There was like a car chase scene, and then
Yeah, there was.
they
We didn't
split
get
up
into
at some
that, but
point.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Luther doing what Luther does.
He's
Yeah.
creepy and sneaky.
And so Kirstie Alley goes over and she's like, okay, I got the stuff. And he's like, okay. And just stabs her in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Like he takes out a switchblade and just stabs her like up
she
the
has
back
her
of her
tongue
skull
in
neck.
his mouth,
Ugh.
and he puts a knife through the back of her skull. Like I feel like he might have tipped or nipped the tip of his tongue.
He might have
'Cause
always
it's the
gone
Gene
like,
Simmons tongue.
With Gene
This-
Simmons,
It hurts.
Jeremy, with Gene Simmons, you don't have your tongue in his mouth. He has your tongue.
Yeah, he has his
Your
tongue in your
mouth.
stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's my Toblerone?
This. Yeah.
I wish I had a Toblerone right now. I'd love those, man.
I think of this entire movie, this is the scene that makes the least amount of sense.
Well, with him killing her.
Well, no, it's that she knows that this dude kills literally everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
And she's like, she rips off, she breaks the list or whatever in half, and she's like, this is my insurance policy. She gives half to the guy, and she should just run away. Go literally
Like the
anywhere
movies.
else. Yeah, she's away from Gene Simmons. She's away from the cops. Halfway through, walking towards him, just run literally anywhere.
I kind of bought her as stupid as fuck as soon as I saw her anyway. So
She was
she
pretty-
just dumb.
I thought she was pretty clever the entire time up until she just walked.
I
to
agree.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, this is super weird. Well, she's super dead. Like, and
She's
then he just
super
like
dead.
puts her in like
Yeah.
a water fountain that's like
Then he starts firing like heat-seeking missiles randomly.
And
into the
again,
crowd.
like none of these land. Like all Ramsay needs to do is flip over a table, and that just diffuses that. And these bullets are like exploding too. So I'm like, oh my god, like these bullets just suck. Well, he gets away, and Ramsay's all like, I need to figure things out. He goes home, and Bobby's gone. He's like, oh my god, Bobby's gone. Thompson is freed, and she is with him, and kind of goes off too. He's like, we need to find Bobby. And this is kind of a weird move. He's like,
I have a problem with this though. Like this guy is hacked into the police cameras. He's like done things. Why wouldn't Tom Selleck have isolated his son someplace where he could not be found?
The answer is he's dumb.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, wow.
Dumb stachioed.
He didn't think he was going to go after his son.
I have a question.
Oh,
What is the purpose of the chips? Like, what is the end?
They allow you to take control of
No,
machines.
I know, but for why? What is he gonna do?
So
You want his end game.
Yeah, like what's the? Because it's never mentioned. It's just like I have chips
I don't
where
think
I can
there is
control
an end
robots.
game.
well,
robots
It's just
Overlord?
like, hey, I'm trying to make some cash on the side here. Like, I'm a doctor. They're not paying well.
yeah, so
Yeah, okay.
so the
yeah,
robots
just
are pretty much everywhere, right?
Right.
So you could put this chip in some robot of a political official for an assassination.
Okay, so it's for assassination purposes.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Or you put it in like an ATM and be like, I want $200.
Or you just hold
That's not very aspirational.
or you just hold society captive and just trickle down fixes,
Okay.
just like the healthcare system. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. It was,
Maybe it is a long
it
play.
just seemed like an underpants no mask kind of.
It is.
Yeah.
He never explains his goals
Yeah.
or anything. It's just because.
I think
people.
the real money was obviously in the schematics.
Yeah. Well, so then you can make more.
Yeah.
Well, he calls up Dr. Luther. He's like, I want my son. He's like, you bring me the schematics and all these blueprints. He's like, I'll trade you. So, he has to go to like a construction site and go to like floor 18. And remember, Tom Selleck doesn't like heights, but he's like, I'm going to do it.
This is also like the 5th scene that Gene Simmons has like traded somebody and it's gone wrong.
Yeah. I don't know why we're listening to this guy anymore.
Yeah. So he's like, so Gene Simmons is actually kind of nice in this. He's like, here's your son. He's like, give me my son first. He's like, all right. He's like, okay. He's like, I'm going to send my son down. He's like, I want the schematics. He's like, when my son gets to the bottom floor, I'll give it to you. He's like, okay. And they kind of wait a couple moments. He's like, all right, like, let's do it. And he's like, no, I'm still going to wait to the bottom floor. He's like, actually, I have all these killer like spider robots down there and they're totally going to kill your son. The first person that walks off the elevator, they're programmed to kill. And Tom Selleck, guess what? Doesn't like that.
No.
He's like, Bobby, hit stop. And you know what dumb shit Bobby does?
What?
Yeah, he's like, why?
Yeah.
He's like, should I? Like, he's not even saying what. Like, because I would understand if it's like, I can't hear you. But they are straight up having a conversation. He's like, son, hit stop. He's like, are you sure? He is. Luckily, Thompson shows up and just like scoots some robots aside and he's like, hey, climb back up the elevator.
Right. Because again, these are the least intimidating things in the world.
Yeah.
And she just shuffles them aside with her high heels.
Yeah.
Why does she have high heels on?
Because she looks nice.
She's got a shuffle.
She's got
does look nice.
her dress on.
Why did Catwoman have high heels in Nolan's Batman? No one knows.
Right.
She wears,
Dude, I would have taken this movie would have been 1 hour long because as soon as she's like, I'm down to fuck, like
Yeah.
we're going to the Caribbean, fuck my
Great,
son,
movie's over.
Lucy can take care of him. Like, yeah, we're gonna go party.
yeah. She wears
These
high
robots
heels
are fucking dumb. Like, I don't know why we keep buying these things. They keep malfunctioning. Society sucks. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Holla.
This
Holla.
whatever Karen, whatever her name is, wears high heels in every single scene, and she's running constantly. She crushes
She's down to kick ass.
in these heels.
Plus.
She's like the red-haired lady from Jurassic World.
Sure.
What's her name?
Can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, she had high heels on the entire movie, and
Isn't
she's
that,
running from dinosaurs.
Director's
If you learn
Isn't that
that
Opie's daughter?
Opie?
Yeah.
Ron Howard's
Ron,
Ron Howard.
It's
Bryce.
Oh yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Thompson. Yeah.
I had no idea she was Ron Howard's daughter until just now.
Well, that's
I mean,
that's a real Ron John move.
She's
on
got the
your
same red hair and
She's
Captain
going to a
Ron.
zoo
And-
with
yeah.
animals that you don't even know exist.
There's a specific hue of red hair that's just Ron Howard's.
Yeah.
And you can identify.
Well,
it
Ron
by
Howard
it.
has no hair anymore.
yeah. Well, it's under the ball cap, and you can't tell because they don't zoom in on a lot.
And
But
just-
he's pretty thick too.
And Lamar, remember the zoo?
He's thick, all right.
Yeah.
Remember the zoo
Like
that
heavy
she
or like
only
he has
had
a big
access to?
No, he's got like all that cake back there,
Whoa.
just
Oh.
like Bryce does.
He's got cake. He's thick. What's going on here? Ron Howard.
You like coffee cake? Boss said to give some coffee cake.
That's right.
I love it.
Well, yeah. So then, like right out of Willy Wonka, the elevator goes bonkers and through the glass window and explodes. And then after basically Ramsay's like, I can do it. I'm no longer afraid of heights. And then
How did
battles
he
a
get
couple
those
Swiss.
scars on his cheeks?
Well,
I missed that when I
put
was
some
watching
oil.
this movie.
It was
Like-
spider acid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does get acid to the face.
Spider acid?
Yeah, one of the spiders gets up in his face, literally sprays acid, and he just wipes it off.
He gets sprayed right in the face.
Yeah, he's like, nah. No, he just goes on.
I ain't
with it.
having that.
Yeah.
No.
Well-
Didn't really slow him down a lot.
No, he
though.
gets down from the elevator. He Luke Skywalker Sky Cities himself with one hand, and then eventually like makes his way down. Gene Simmons then fights him on an elevator, and he just gets skidooed right off.
the old 23 skidoo.
Yeah, and then he lands, and then a bunch of spiders take him out because all the spiders are programmed. And it's really funny because then Ramsay meets up with Thompson and his son, and everyone's safe. And all these spiders just, injected him, Ramsay, that is. And, sorry, not Ramsay, Dr. Luther. And Ramsay goes to check on him. And I even told these guys, I was like, this dude's super dead, but he has one jump scare left. He's like, man, death.
It was the goo.
Yeah, and everyone lives happily ever after.
My favorite part of this movie is the last question that Tom Selleck asks this lady. He's like, "Can you cook?" And the credits roll.
No, she's like, try me.
And we're
Hey,
left to
that's all
wonder.
you're good for.
And we, the audience, are left to wonder, and we will never get an answer. And that's why we need a sequel to Runaway.
Do you have an available hole, and can you cook?
The answer is yes.
And she was like, "Yeah, yes to both."
Hey, don't run away, friend, because we've got to tell you a little bit about Rabbit Troop Sucks. If you ever want to reach out to us, we have so many ways of doing so. Rabbit Troop Sucks podcast at gmail.com. Hell, that's one way to get there. If you have any inquiries, if you have insight to movies, if you want to talk to Jeremy about, acid spiders and just goo. You guys want to talk about goo? Let's get a goo thread going on.
Guys,
Rabbit Troop Sucks podcast
I'm interested in any conversation that you can come up with.
at gmail.com.
Dickpony.com.
Feel free to go to dickpony.com. Feel free to go to Flush Mechanics with an X. Whatever gets you there. We also have a website, rabbittroopsucks.com. Feel free to go there. Again, our email is rabbittroopsuckspodcast at gmail.com, but our rabbittroopsucks.com is one of many ways to get there, like dickpony.com and Flush Mechanics with an X. We're also on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. We got the gram, baby. So hit us up. Let us know if you're into anything, especially Jeremy and goo related materials. Goo. So yeah, everybody, what you thinking? Jeremy, what are you thinking about Runaway, 1984, Tom Selleck's mustache, Kirstie Alley's dead in a fountain? My God, what's going on? Gene Simmons.
Tonight was the
made for loving you,
third
baby.
time I've watched this movie in like the past 2 months.
Yeah.
Why?
What?
That is a sad. I don't know why. I knew that was. Yeah, I don't know. I
Well,
don't
we
know.
knew before because he said he recently saw it.
Yeah.
Why was there a second time before the third?
So often with movies that we watch, I'll watch them, take notes, and then watch them again. Like I try to watch them at the same time that you guys watch them, so that we're all kind of fresh going into it, which is what I did here. So I have notes, which I did not consult at all tonight.
You're feeling fresh.
And and then I watched it probably like an hour. I probably started mine an hour before you guys started yours. But then I had watched it like about a month and a half ago or so.
That is fresh and crisp.
Yeah.
That's how you get started.
Just for Gene, I just want to have Gene.
So you loved it?
No, this movie is okay.
Correct.
This movie's okay. Gene Simmons was, I don't know what to say about him. Like, I feel like his look in this movie is so disarming that I kind of understand where Michael was coming from when he's like, yeah, I guess you're hired then. But I also think he was kind of miscast for this. I think everybody was miscast except for the blonde chick, his partner. Tom Selleck really didn't do anything but read the script. His partner actually showed the most acting chops of anybody that I've seen, and all the robots kind of sucked. All the evil robots kind of sucked. Yeah, I don't know. It was okay. I enjoyed this. I love Michael Crichton's work. Like, I've read all of his stuff. But this movie is kind of flat, but I kind of liked it. I don't know. My review would be a 6 out of 10.
What do you think, Collin?
I like to probably a little bit more than that. There's a lot of the kind of like writing elements and dialogue elements I kind of liked a lot. Like there was kind of like I mentioned earlier, they kind of did the exposition on what the robots kind of do. That kind of felt natural. There was like I thought pretty good chemistry between the Karen and Ramsay, which I kind of liked kind of all the way throughout. Even though it was a little cheesy at the end, but I still kind of liked it. Just I don't know. I kind of felt like for a 1984 kind of robot-y movie, it felt good. I just kind of liked it all the way through. I don't really have that much more to say. I kind of just liked it. What about you, Lamar?
I like how you summed that up into just a 1984 robot movie.
Yeah, it plays a little bit different if it were to if someone released this last year.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, in the context of
with the same robots,
Yeah.
like what is this?
Chopping mall crossover.
Like we were talking about how the robots weren't that they weren't made to be super dangerous. It's for the little spider bots. It's just it's more like it's a little bit more intriguey. It's it has a little bit more of the like a crime element of people, not necessarily about robots. So, yeah.
I kind of
The robots are the true victims in this movie.
Who are the real victims of this movie? The robots. No, I agree with you on that aspect, that it's more about this story versus the robots. Like, I like the first half of this movie. I love the concept of it. I think we talked about we agree that the concept of the movie is okay, but like, it's a decent job at world building, and it lets us know that there's a lot of household robots on the fritz, and they're not really a real threat until they are, unless they're like reprogrammed or given a gun or a knife in the case of Roombas or whatever. But I don't have much to say about this movie, honestly. I think Tom Selleck is just an emotionless badass with a sensitive side when it's needed. Otherwise, he doesn't really give a shit about most things, except when he's talking with his son. I think that's the most emotion that he has. And we didn't talk about the scenes with his son where he's talking with him in bed. And just, that's the only emotion I can get out of this movie. Otherwise, it's just him fucking with robots. And this whole movie is just kind of a series of robot misfunction house calls, pretty much. Can you guys agree with that?
It's the South Korean title for this movie, fucking with robots.
That's what I would call it. Like, every 10 minutes, there's a scene where he goes to a new place and he deals with a robot. And it doesn't intersect until he figures out that Gene Simmons is fucking around with him. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this movie. I like the first half. The second half lost me once it had a plot. I kind of wanted to see just a movie of robot house calls where Tom Selleck shows up and blasts robots. That's all I wanted. And Gene Simmons got involved, and now I'm just confused. Fuck it. that would be more awesome than this.
Tom Selleck showing up to people's like.
I prefer that over this.
Fucking executing him like it's fucking Evil Dead.
Right. For what this was, I think it was okay.
This is my boom.
He's got a van full of chairs to hit them with.
Yes, I would much rather see that than this. Other than this is okay. Mike, what'd you think?
That would be a good show if it was just like every week Tom Selleck has to chase down a different robot and hit it with a chair.
That would get old after a while.
Yeah.
I just prefer like a 90-minute scene.
Give it a miniseries.
Yes.
I was okay with this movie. Tom Selleck is one of those actors for me where he doesn't. I feel like he's a good actor, but he doesn't really have any range. He just plays Tom Selleck, and he is definitely Tom Selleck in this movie. But that was fine for me. I like the blonde girl a lot. I thought she's I guess quit acting pretty early on to raise a family.
Thompson.
Yeah, but I thought she did great in this. Gene Simmons is a big fucking weirdo, and he played a pretty decent big weirdo. I like this movie overall. I like Michael Crichton's writing, and maybe it's because we all have like robots in our house now that do these things. It just, a lot of the scenes that were meant to be tense just seem dumb, like when he's sneaking through the house trying to ambush a big dumb slow robot. It never felt like tense to me. It just seemed like they were overreacting.
You didn't feel the threat of the Roomba with the gun.
It never felt like there's a threat. Like the spider robots, like she was just kicking him aside. Like I think we could have gotten through this without anything happening.
Okay.
But I like the story overall. I think it could have benefited from probably a better director. But the story's good. I like Michael Crichton's storytelling. But yeah, I would have preferred to see maybe a little bit zestier direction from this movie, because it was very, like I said earlier, Michael Crichton is like very procedural and like technical. I would have rather seen something a little bit more fantastic.
It was missing Stephen King's Coke fueled.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it could have used like a more exciting director.
Just a little more Coke would have added
a little bit more meth.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, overall I like it. I've seen it twice now. I'd watch it again, although probably not anytime soon.
Yeah, I agree with Mike. I wouldn't watch this anytime soon, but I would watch this again. There's a lot of fun stuff. I love Michael Crichton. Rest in peace, Michael Crichton. You're a big part of my love of reading growing up. I've read so many of your books, and things are still being made in your name, and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, like as I said early on, I think the story is really good. I just think the execution is a little clunky. There's like areas that it really feels like a made-for-TV movie or a start of a series, but then it's not. Gene Simmons, I just really go back and forth with. Like, this guy seems like an ass in real life, but he does play like a weird psycho-looking dude in this, and I feel it's pretty effective. Everything you guys noted about Thompson, who is Cynthia Rhodes, I think she's the best actor in this. She was also in Flashdance, Staying Alive, and Dirty Dancing. And so, hell of a career to retire off of, like a lot of notable stuff, and this. But yeah.
Is she Patrick Swayze's first girlfriend in Dirty Dancing?
I don't remember. I haven't seen that in ages.
God damn it. That's going to drive me crazy.
If only we have the internet.
If only.
No.
You're going to watch Dirty
use the
Dancing
internet
tonight.
anymore.
I don't know. I
only
overall
use,
had fun
like,
with this movie.
bones.
As we always go through our Rami review, like, should you watch this in a group? I think it would be enhanced watching in a group, but not too terribly crazy. Like, there's some fun stuff, but this isn't just like laugh out loud. This movie is supposed to be more serious. I wish it was a little more campy, to be honest, but I had fun watching it. Hey, but as I said before, going into next week, we're going to start a 5-movie-in-a-row series all dedicated to October and Halloween, kicking off one of my absolute favorites, 40th anniversary, Teen Wolf. So we're going to open up October with a little Teen Wolf fun, and Mike's going to howl for you a little bit. We've talked about this. We'll see where this goes.
Real good.
Little howling secrets are going to come your way. But that's right. He's already... You ain't good enough for this. Any last thoughts about 1984 Runaway or Tom Selleck's mustache?
Kind of. So we were talking earlier about, yeah, about if this were made today, like kind of how what some of the changes that what would they make? I think if they were to make this today, they would change the perspective from the cop to like a revenge story of the dad engineer who was forced to make the chips. And I think he would be the main character if they made this today. And I think that would be really cool.
I would be in for that.
Because like one of the downsides of this movie was from the perspective of Tom Selleck as the cop, you lose the plot of the overarching, reason why the villain is doing this, of what is really going on with the chips and the schematics, like why all that is happening. It doesn't really fucking matter. But if he was the main character, it would put that in the forefront. And I think if you were to redo it, that would really enhance.
One of the things that we skipped over is Tom Selleck's, they're trying to build that he was just really into his job, that he really wants to just solve all these problems of robot malfunctioning, and his background. His wife I don't think it was involved in her dying. She died in a car accident. I don't think robots were involved in that, but
They were.
But he's just really intent on, that's his passion, is stopping all of this. And they tell it to us, but I don't feel it at all.
Yeah. I kind of thought it was like I want like the, safer job, I want to do something less dangerous, that sort of thing. Because, he's just stopping farm robots and, he's not doing anything dangerous.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, at the end of the movie, after they're like kissing and making out in the shower of sparks, Tom Selleck's mustache gains sentiency and then claws out her fucking eyes. And then the fucking credits roll, guys.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was
I
it.
didn't think about that.
That's a crazy
Didn't think
ending.
about it. Fuck.
As always, Rabbit Troop sucks.
Yeah.
That's the sound it made right before fucking death. Yeah.